Hello everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to another Minecraft video. That's right my friends, the title does not deceive you. Today we have 100 pieces of furniture you can use in your Minecraft world. Now of course guys, if you enjoy this format of video, do be sure to drop a like rating and consider joining us by either subscribing or by hitting the join button. But without further ado my friends, let's get through this thing. So all of the furniture we have here today, my friends, are all survival friendly. There's no commands, there's no creative trickery or anything like that. Every single piece of furniture in this video can be made in survival. So let's begin with number one. Probably the simplest seat you can make. I mean, to be honest, if you can't see how to make it from here, then I don't know what's wrong with you. So let's move on here, my friends. We've got ourselves a little bit of a lampshade here. So what we did is we placed in the armor stand first, and then I used the piston to push the fence into position, and same with the piece of glowstone as well. Just a nice bog standard lampshade design. Now this one we've got like a floor lamp going on here, and well, as you can see, we are using the new bee nests from 1.15. So yeah, we've got some of the brand new things going on here. We've got ourselves 3 mini tree designs. One of them is very simple here with a fence and a couple pieces of leaves. We've got ourselves a cauldron and a couple pieces of leaves, and of course over here we have ourselves some trapdoors at the bottom there to make it look like it's got a thicker stalk at the bottom with, once again, a couple of leaves. So if we carry on here, we actually have ourselves a little bit of a filing cabinet. Now the oak planks texture and the beehive texture, they go very well together, my friends. So if we were to go ahead and do a little thing here, then you guys will be able to see that on the other side, we've got ourselves a pretty nice amount of texture variation here. So you're going to be seeing that throughout this video today. So there you go. You got a little bit of a filing cabinet, got a slab surrounded by signs, and it's looking very nice. Now, talking of trapdoors previously, trapdoors are going to be a pretty heavy theme in today's video, my friends. We've got ourselves a very basic trapdoor shelf design here. It's extremely self-explanatory and extremely easy to make. And talking of trapdoors, we've got some here as well. This is again a very basic seat. We have ourselves one piece of scaffolding and one trapdoor. It's as simple as that, my friends. You just place the trapdoor upon it and then open it. So there you go. Okay, so this is a little trick I actually learned from BOO. It's a little candlestick kind of dealio. So you got yourself a little plank down there, or whatever block you may want to use, an item frame. You place the torch on the outside of the item frame, which will place it in the center there, and then you can place any block in the center there as a little bit of a candlestick holder kind of deal. So I've got an iron block going on there. So yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Moving on, we are once again using the new beehive texture. This is just a very simple post box, you know, kind of like the American style post box that you get outside the front of, you know, houses. It's pretty nice. So moving on, we've got ourselves a fancy bed. I actually created this inside of my Minecraft survival world, which, by the way, shameless plug, there'll be a link on screen to that if you guys want to check out my Let's Play series. But it's very simple. Got ourselves a bunch of banners dangling down. These are supposed to be like the drapes coming down. Got yourself a bed in the center here with a lantern, flower pot, and, you know, a nice little amount of, you know, substance to this thing, which is quite nice. Over here, this is probably the most simple thing of all. It's a table. It's probably the easiest table you can make, my friends. It's literally just a fence post with a pressure plate on top of it. You could also put, like, carpets on top of it or whatever floats your boat, really. So, like I said before, beehives and the oak planks, it's going to be a common theme. So this one here, my friends, it's supposed to be a very simple lampshade. Kind of like those Japanese, like, spherical style ones, except you can't get spheres in Minecraft because everything's a block. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got the texture of the actual beehive there, but, you know, if you're looking at it this way, it's a pretty nice lampshade, I'd say. So, moving on, we have ourselves some waterlogging trickery. You may be wondering, well, Python, how in the heck have you managed to make this fire coral fan actually live? Well, it's actually very simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves out some stairs, a trapdoor, water bucket, and then we've got the coral fan, and all we've got to do is place in upside down stairs, surround it with the trapdoors, rather like this. You can waterlog the stairs there, and then you can place it in the coral fan rather like that. It is stupidly simple, and it's a really great way of adding a bit of color to your build. So same with over here, we've got ourselves some water underneath the coral block here, but this is supposed to be like a barrel of berries or a barrel of blueberries or something like that. So moving on, we have ourselves yet another chest chair design. We've got ourselves the scaffolding, but this time we put ourselves a whole bunch more trapdoors here to make it look like a slightly more substantial, slightly more fancy chair. Could work in a medieval build perhaps, so that's pretty nice. So moving on here, my friends, we have ourselves a little bit of a bookshelf design, which I didn't actually come up with. My girlfriend came up with this design. So we've got ladders going on here, so you can go up and get whatever books you need to get. You got the scaffolding here. These are supposed to act as like empty bookshelves, but we've also got lanterns here. You can place down item frames in the scaffolding to give it a little bit of, you know, texture variation. And well, if you really wanted to, you could go one further and put stuff in the item frame. So yeah, we got some paper going on here. We can maybe just put down like a book and quill as well. Yeah, it's a very, very simple design, but it works very, very nicely. So moving on, we have ourselves again a stupidly simple table design with scaffolding, with a flower pot on top. I mean, you guys are going to notice that I love flower pots. It's like a recurring meme on this channel. It really, really is. Again, we got ourselves a very simple table here with a piece of chisel quartz in the middle and just stairs on the outside. But obviously, you can chop and change all of the materials here to be whatever you want it to be. So moving on, we have ourselves a slightly more fancy bed with a headboard, my friends. So the idea is we've got the wall going on here. We've got snow layers going up a few layers. We've got ourselves the planks and slabs at the back here is the headboard, and then we've got signs around the edge to give it a little bit more of an enclosed feel. So moving on, a very, very simple chimney, my friends. All you got to do is place down hay bales beneath the campfires, and then you got yourself a massive amount of smoke, and then you can make yourself a chimney around it. So we've got the cracked stone bricks, and cobblestone walls to give it a bit more of a curved feel. So talking of campfires, we're moving on here. We have ourselves a little bit of a fireplace design with, you know, a tiny mini mantelpiece. Again, you could go ahead and go one further. Let's say that's the wall. This is the mantelpiece. You could put any number of things on here and it will look pretty cool, right? So there you go. We can have a little bit of that going on, for example. So moving on, got ourselves a garage door, my friends. So this is a design that very simply uses iron blocks, and the reason that is because of the lined textures that you got going on here. You got a tripwire here as a little bit of a door mechanism, and again, it's very simple. You should be able to just pick out what's going on here from, you know, just by looking at it. So, got a few fish tank designs to come up, my friends. We've got ourselves a nice basic fish tank design here. I mean, there's not a lot of room in there, but it does the job. There's even a happy little fishy in there having a little bit of a fun time in the grass there. So, moving on, got ourselves a slightly more cylindrical fish tank design, once again, with a fish having a lot of fun in the grass there. So, we're using polished diorite up here. I know Iscal would not be proud of me using this, but in 1.14, diorite doesn't look that bad. If you don't have quartz, diorite's a pretty good substitute. I know, it's like blasphemy saying that, but it doesn't look that bad if you put it in the right setting. So yeah, got glowstone here for a little bit of light, and yeah, nice simple fish tank design. So here we go, we're moving into the kitchen furniture designs here. We've got ourselves a very, very basic kitchen cabinet going on here. It's stupidly simple. We just got the spruce bark block here with some banners to make it look like they've got windows in it, so that is nice and simple. Got ourselves a very basic refrigerator freezer unit here. You can put your stuff in the fridge here, and then we got a little freezer compartment with the packed ice. Stupidly simple design. And we have ourselves another fridge design. Once again, using some piston trickery, we were able to put down the armor stand first and then force the blocks down with the piston on top of the armor stand. And this kind of looks like a giant American style fridge with the ice dispensers, water dispensers. You got yourself like a little digital thermometer there where you can adjust the fridge and freezer temperature. There appears to be a wandering trader here. What are you selling today? Absolute garbage as per the norm. But moving on, we've got ourselves a nice basic sink once again with the polished diorite stairs. It's kind of nice, isn't it? You know, stupidly simple. Got the cauldron with a little tap. So, moving on, my friends, a TV system. Yeah, we got ourselves a nice TV system because we've got the little speakers at the side here. It would be nice if I could have like actual speaker textures, but I think this is all we can do for now. So that's pretty cool. So moving on, another table design. This one is using pushed up pistons, which is very, very nice. So all you do is place down some sort of redstone block or redstone dust or something that'll activate the redstone, which will therefore activate the piston. The piston pushes it up, and then you've got yourself like a nice natural looking table with all of the stands underneath it. So moving on, got ourselves a couple lamppost designs. One of these was used in my old Minecraft Survivor Let's Play. Very, very simple, just some cobblestone walls with carpets and glowstone. And then this one here, my friends, is very simple again. So you've got yourself the redstone lamp, the inverted daylight sensor. So basically when it becomes nighttime, then we will be good to go. So let's do time set night, and as you can see, it sets it off. So let's go ahead and set it back to noon, and off we go. So umbrella design, stupidly simple. It just requires ourselves some string with some carpets on top of it, and there you go. You have yourself a super simple umbrella, and you can put all manner of things underneath it. Now this one here, my friends, once again is a 1.14 feature. You can go ahead and look at the side of the loom texture here, and it kind of looks like an empty bookshelf. So we've got some bookshelves here with some sideways looms. Obviously you've got to make sure you place them in the correct fashion to give them the desired effect. So here we go, my friends. Got some more fun things coming up here. We've got a little computer system here. I mean, it's got my creeper face on it. You may notice I'm actually using a custom resource pack. It's my own resource pack with my own, fan art from my community as paintings, which is kind of awesome. So again, scaffolding chair, computer, very, very simple. We've got the mouse, you've got the keyboard, you've got the screen there, and you've got yourself a nice basic desk. So, moving on, my friends. Got a couple of toilet designs coming up now. So this one is like a medieval toilet design. Again, I learned this from BOO. You could just put a whole bunch of mulch in here, and it looks like poop. So, yeah. And I'm in the poop right now. Blech, disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, my goodness me. Okay. Got slightly more modern toilet design here. Sorry, that kind of tickled me. Got a slightly more modern toilet design with the flusher at the side there. Pretty simple. And then over here, we have ourselves a wardrobe, which is very, very nice. You open up the door, you got like an armor stand on one side. You got some chests on this side, so you can put whatever you want in there, and away you go. So, moving on, we have ourselves a grandfather clock. I mean, this is about the best I could manage. We've got ourselves the end rod as the little swinger with the little gold block down the bottom there, and a little clock up there just because why not? So, moving back to the theme of trapdoors, we've got ourselves a trapdoor desk going on here. Very, very simple. Just put some carpets and whatever you want on top of it, and away you go. So, here we go, guys. Look at this. We have ourselves a table tennis thing. A table tennis court. There you go. Look at it. It's so, so awesome. You got yourself the fences with the carpet on top of it. Got a combination of lime green and white. Got yourself the fences with the white stained glass there. And it looks cool, guys. If you're ever to make a leisure room in Minecraft, then you'd be good to go. So moving on, got ourselves yet another umbrella. But this time we've got some sunbeds underneath it. I mean, these are really, really easy to make. They really are. You just put down a couple slabs with signs around it, and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a sunbed. Awesome. Okay, got ourselves another fish tank design here, my friends. The only thing I'm not too keen on with this one is the fact that the glass does not connect anywhere. But then again, I think it kind of looks all right. I mean, what if I was to do that instead? I mean, it could work, it could not work. I mean, I think I was really pushing it with this kind of design here. But I think it looks pretty cool nonetheless. And it seems that the fish is still alive and hasn't, like, plopped out and died yet. So that's obviously a good thing. Alright, guys. So moving on, yet another lamppost design. This one is kind of special, actually. So we go ahead and encase a water source block in trapdoor so it doesn't flow out, and then you place in some sea pickles, and it produces light, and it looks like a nice sort of semi-modern lamppost, which is nice. So, here we go. Guys, check this out. We've got ourselves iron trapdoor shelves with heads on and whatever else you might want to put on your shelves. Again, a lot of these things are just stupidly simple. They really, really are. We do have some slightly more advanced things to come towards the end, but for now, my friends, we're focusing on the slightly more simple things. We've got ourselves a smoker here. You can go and cook your food, and then this is going to be a chimney where all of the heat comes out. Yeah, nice little ventilation chimney. You gotta love it. So, This thing, once again, using water sources underneath the coral blocks here, we are able to have a nice, colourful, modern couch going on here. And obviously, you can go one better with this. You can put yourself a nice lamp in each corner here, or whatever your heart desires. But moving on, we've got ourselves a basic swimming pool. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of swimming in their lives, huh? A nice basic swimming pool there. So, moving on, we are over... Oh, approaching the halfway point now. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this video would be this long, but oh my word. Let's carry on. Got ourselves a nice basic cupboard here. We've got item frames here. Sadly, the item frames are the only things we can place in here without the paintings popping off, but the intended effect is the inside wood texture of the paintings here, which looks really, really very nice. So, you know, got yourself a nice cupboard right there. Got ourselves a staircase here with like under the staircase storage, kind of a Harry Potter kind of dealio here. Got bookcases here, and of course you can walk up it as well, which is awesome. So, outdoor furniture, check it out, guys. We've got ourselves a barbecue design here. So we've got some slabs at the side so you can put your food on it. You got the top of the loom texture, which looks very much like a grill, and then we have ourselves a nice lid at the back here. So, here we go, guys. Check it out. We got ourselves some bunk beds. Nice and easy. So, what you need to do with this one is very, very simple. You need to place down the bed upon a block, because sadly you can't place it, you know, against anything in the air. So, you can place the bed rather like that. Just break the blocks and then put them back in rather like that. Got trapdoors at the edge here. Got a ladder going on here so you can actually get up to both beds. And that is awesome. So, guys, check this out. Got ourselves some more furniture here, some more seating. So these are stupidly simple: fence, carpet on top, trapdoor at the back, and then a nice trapdoor table here. It's like a nice little 4-piece table kind of dealio. But moving on, my friends, we've got some leisure things coming up. We've got a nice little basketball net here. We've got ourselves a piano here, again, using polished diorite. I feel like I'm promoting polished diorite like I'm some sort of salesman for, you know, blocks you should be using. But yeah, we've got ourselves a nice piano going on here. We've got another lighting source here, kind of like a massive torch sconce kind of deal. So obviously we've got netherrack going on underneath here, and you just set it on fire for infinite light. Yeah, nice and simple. So we've got ourselves a slightly more sort of modern / abstract kind of bookshelf kind of deal going on here. So we've got ourselves a culmination of blocks and stairs and slabs, you know, blocking off the bookshelves and giving it some nice amount of shape. So we've got some outdoor stuffs coming up here. Look at this. We've got ourselves a nice little campfire here with like stone buttons and walls and cobblestone around the place. It looks nice. It belongs in a back garden if you're wanting like a slightly more scruffy looking medieval back garden or something like that. It's nice. I enjoy it. So, like I say, more leisure stuffs to come. We've got ourselves what I think is a pinball machine. I mean, we've got ourselves like a detector rail, powered rail, and a couple cauldrons holding it up. And it looks very nice, my friends. It looks nice. Apparently, we're playing the cat version of pinball. You gotta love it. We got ourselves a nice little... what is this, like a treadmill? Yeah, it looks like a treadmill. I like it. I like it. I like how I'm just forgetting what my own things are. So yeah, treadmill. We've got ourselves a weightlifting station here. We've got ourselves some dumbbells on the wall, you know, just sideways anvils. Very, very simple. Got ourselves some punch bags. Very, very simple. And this thing is an arcade machine. I mean, it was my attempt at an arcade machine. Got ourselves, apparently this is the horse game, so maybe it's like a horse betting simulator or something like that. Or I don't know. But yeah, it's very, very simple. Once again, putting armor stands down, we go ahead and place some pistons to push down the blocks upon it. And then I actually let the armor stand drop half a block so we could then place down a helmet. And the helmet, I don't know, sort of kind of acts like a screen for me. I mean, I don't know. Again, I think it was a bit of a push, but we've got ourselves a pretty cool thing going on there. So, moving on, we've got some bathroom furniture. We've got ourselves a nice bathtub here, my friends. The tripwires act, of course, like a tap, so hot and cold. And of course, because we have waterlogged blocks now, we can place down slabs and stairs and have the water be contained within it, which is awesome. So moving on, we've got ourselves a nice little shower cubicle with some dripping water textures from the water that is above here. I really, really enjoy this. I don't enjoy the fact that the water texture is sort of on the bottom there, sort of animated, but I do like the water dropping. I think that's a very, very nice thing. And then we got a nice little towel rail at the side here with some carpet, so so you can dry your feet as you come out. Now, this one is a very, very familiar design. It is the same design we had over there with the bed with the headboard, except it's a water bed, guys. It's a water bed, and yes, somewhere about there should be some fish. Yeah, look, there's fish going in there. I mean, who doesn't want fish underneath their bed, huh? I mean, come on. Anyways, guys, moving on. Very, very basic chandelier using lanterns. I mean, again, you should be able to just look at what's going on there. So, moving on. Some more outdoors furniture. We've got ourselves a picnic table here. Extremely simple. Just got ourselves some trapdoors on the fences with slabs at the side. And it looks like a picnic bench. Awesome. So we got ourselves some log storage here. This is pretty standard, really. You just place a whole bunch of sideways logs with some rails. And that looks like the logs are, you know, strapped in, which is nice. Now, moving on, guys, check this out. We actually have ourselves a painting easel with a nice little paint station to the side here. So apparently I've gone ahead and painted myself holding up a flower pot because, again, that's like a reoccurring meme on this channel. So that's pretty nice. Got ourselves a nice outdoor garden seat. I mean, look at this, my friends. You know those kinds of seats where they have the wooden cover on it. I love this thing. I really, really do. Probably one of my more favorite things I came up with in today's video. And then we've got the leaves in the background, which makes it look just that much better. Now, at the top here, we've actually got put out campfires. And, well, the concept is very, very simple. You just go ahead and place down the campfire, you place some water, you drain it out, and there you go. You got yourself a put-out campfire, and it's a very, very nice texture, especially for outdoors furniture. You guys are going to be noticing campfires a lot more as we go along. I love the underside texture. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Truly, I do. So, moving on, a nice little grindstone station, again, using put-out campfires and slabs alternating in a striped texture. It looks very, very nice. We have ourselves another seat here. So this one is very, very simple. You place down a slab with a door on the outside, 2 trapdoors either side, and then you can place down a banner upon it, and it's a slightly more comfortable looking seat. So guys, check this out. We've got ourselves a coral fan wall. I mean, this is pretty nice if you're wanting to add a little bit of color to your build. And, you know, even then, if you wanted to, you could also go ahead and get rid of these blocks here. And then maybe, okay, maybe that doesn't work. I was going to go ahead and see if I could place in some heads in there, make it look like a trinket wall, because later on in the video, we do have a trinket wall. But yeah, if you want a little bit of color, there you go. So once again, waterlogged stairs and coral. Very, very nice. So, check this out, guys. A more modern looking sofa here. We've got ourselves a plant in the corner. We've got the sofa itself here. I mean, yeah, it's modern. It's modern. It almost looks futuristic to me as well. So, that's pretty nice. We have ourselves another little shelf going on here, my friends. Again, this is using a combination of stairs and slabs. And you just go ahead and place it in any formation to give yourselves some nice little gaps going on here. Now, sadly, of course, you can't actually place anything on it. So, I think it's going to be more like a wall than a shelf, but it still looks very, very nice. This thing here is extremely simple. It's a water butt, or whatever you want it to be. It could be a wine box for all we know. I mean, it is a barrel, or, you know, you could call it a keg as well. It could be a beer dispenser, whatever floats your boat, whatever your poison is. I don't know, man. So moving on, we have ourselves probably the most basic crib you can make if you want to make a nursery in Minecraft, and there you go. It's a bed surrounded by trapdoors. Stupidly simple. We've got ourselves a hot tub here, or a jacuzzi, whatever you want to call it. Once again, using the campfires as a nice texture up top there. So yeah, down here we've got ourselves the soul sand producing the bubbles and making the build look more animated and more like a jacuzzi, I guess. So that's pretty awesome. And again, with the campfires, we've got ourselves an alternation of that and some upside down stairs. And what we've got here is a nice looking horse stable. So yeah, this horse looks pretty happy, you know, just nomming on the grass here and there. And I really like this. I'm actually considering building this on my Let's Play series because this is like stupidly simple to make and it also looks really cool. So yeah, moving on, we've got ourselves some more modern shelving units which you can put stuffs on. So we've got bookshelves at the back here with a bunch of stairs basically placed down in a very specific formation to the point where you can have yourself a bit of a square. So there you go, upside down, and there you go. You got yourself a nice square shelf. looking very nice. So moving on, guys, check this out. A nice basic scarecrow. Again, I've built this before on my survival world previously. We've got ourselves a nice trinket shelf going on here. Extremely simple. All we did is place down like a checkerboard pattern of white concrete or whatever, material floats your boat, and then you place down whatever trinkets you have going on. So we've got like a bell, a dragon head, and like I say, anything you want. Literally anything you want. So moving on, guys. Talking of trinkets, we can display our trinkets in a display case, like we've got an end crystal in here, because of course you can make them in survival. It's very, very nice. We have ourselves like a utility bed here, which is very, very cool. So on the underside here, you got yourself maybe like a little computer here. In fact, we could probably put one on there. There you go. And boom. Yeah, nice little computer with, some little trinkets to the side. And of course, you have access to the bed up here. But maybe we could make this go one better and place in some signs so it looks a little bit more stable. And if you really wanted to, you could have 3 people sleep on this bed as well. But yeah, this is very, very cool. So moving on, we have ourselves a display case. Check it out, guys. So because you can place multiple item frames in the same block space, I've gone ahead and put various expensive stuffs in the item frame, and then at the top here, if we wanted to go and access them, you just go to the top and then open up the trapdoors, and then boom, you can pop them off, grab them, and go. Yeah, very, very nice. So, moving on. Check this out, guys. This is supposed to be a towel rail. So, it's very, very simple. We've got ourselves the iron doors at the side here. We've got the iron trapdoors up the top. So, let's go ahead and place those in if we can. And then we've got end rods. So, let's grab those out real quick. And we have to be careful because this has to be very specifically 2 blocks tall, because sadly, you can't place banners on the end rods. You have to place them on the floor, rather like that, and then you get the desired effect of it being a towel rail. So, moving on, my friends, we're going to start over this side for the final row here. We've got item 91. It's another garage door design, but this time it's using the sideways loom texture as previously shown. It looks like a very, very nice sort of wooden garage door. I'm sure they exist in real life. And once again, we've got ourselves the tripwire hook as the actual door mechanism. We have ourselves a proper wardrobe here with things hanging up on the end rod rails there. So again, you could close them and then boom, it looks pretty cool. So got a couple of outdoors things going on here. Some of them very, very simple. It's literally just a lantern on top of a fence. So almost like a tiki torch, if you will, except with a lantern. And this thing here is supposed to be a campfire bridge, like a mini campfire bridge. And what I've tried to do here is make it look like it's in its ideal setting. So this could work really, really well in like a tiger biome or a mega tiger biome. This thing, again, the same. I don't know. They look really, really good. So moving on, we have ourselves a bathroom cabinet. Again, the white banner is supposed to be acting as like a mirror. And if you were to go ahead and very precisely aim your mouse, you can actually access the barrels and put stuff in there. So, whatever floats your boat. So here we go. We've got ourselves like a nice little planter here. Again, with the campfires and the oak slabs alternating, giving a very, very nice texture up there. And we've got some trapdoors surrounding the grass with the flowers on top. Now, this thing is supposed to be like a hot spring, right? I mean, you do get hot springs in real life. The concept is extremely simple. Underneath the leaf blocks are campfires. And of course, because the leaves are transparent or counted as transparent, the smoke will just go straight through, which is very, very nice. So moving on, guys, we've got ourselves the wet room. So we've got ourselves these looms here. And the idea is these are supposed to be like the draining, like the grates kind of deal. And then we have ourselves the actual wet room here, again with the dripping water texture. There you go, got no in the finish. Tripwire hook as the mechanism, and then again it drains out here, and yeah, looking very, very nice. And finally, my friends, before we get to 100, item 99. This is supposed to be like a librarian's bookshelf, but these are actually beehives, guys. So we've got beehives going on here, looking very, very nice, surrounded by trapdoors. We've got ourselves a lectern in the middle here. So this is supposed to be very much like a librarian's shelf or librarian's table, I guess. And then finally, my friends, we have ourselves a secret room, which I believe what we have here, my friends, is an infinity room. Very, very strange. I'm not sure I like this. I feel like I'm gonna dissolve into the infinite abyss if I stay here for too long. Oh, man. So for those of you guys who don't know how to go ahead and make these things, you just go ahead and fill up a 128 by 128 area with like just all white concrete or all quartz or something. Fill in the map and then just place the maps literally everywhere on item frames in a room. And boom, you got an infinity room. This is kind of scary. Like, you don't know how big the room is. I mean, obviously, you saw it from the outside, but if you were inside it, if you spawned inside it, you'd have no idea how big the room is. And that concept is kind of terrifying. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. 100 pieces of furniture in Minecraft. Like I say, if you guys have enjoyed today's video, please do be sure to drop a like rating. I'd very much appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button and consider joining us via the join button as well if you feel like it. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Let me know your top 5 pieces of furniture that you saw in today's video. I'd be legitimately interested in knowing what you guys have to say. I mean, obviously, any feedback and all that kind of stuff is always appreciated. But like I say, I hope you learned a thing or two from today's video. Like I say, drop a like rating if you did. I'd very much appreciate it. But for now, my friends, I shall bid you farewell. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in another Minecraft video. See you later.